Hey, what's going on, sports cards fans? Ray from Philly here, and welcome to another episode of Discussion Panel with this year's 2025 Baseball Card Hall of Fame ballot. Don't forget, next week, May 12th, the ballot voting does end, so make sure you get your voting in. But without further ado, I'm going to welcome a second-year guest this year. I got Chris Sewall on from Baseball Card Collector, Investor Dealer in that order. So, hey, Chris, how's it going this year?
Very good. Third year guest.
Yeah, third year. Sorry, third year.
No
Yeah,
worries.
it's been a lot of fun. So I appreciate you coming on again this year and give
I,
this
I,
your
I love this project. This project's
yeah.
super cool. Yeah.
It's fun. It's just a fun project that everyone really gets a kick out of. I get a kick out of it, and yeah, I'm curious to see what your votes are this year. What you're
Yeah.
gonna pick.
This is a tough one because there weren't, to me, like super obvious ones. I remember
Yeah.
the last 2 years, I was like, okay, well, these six definitely. Then you're sort of like, but there weren't as many like, okay, definites on this one.
Right, like the first year when, of course, everyone Tito
Yeah.
206 Honus Wagner, 52
Mantle.
Mantle, second year, third year. This is eighth year. This is year number 8 year now for the Baseball Card Hall of Fame. So it's starting to get tougher. So
Yeah.
which is good. It's
Yeah.
going to make a more good conversation. So all right, without further ado, I'm going to just get starting here on the first card, and the first one is the 1888 Goodwin Champions Cap Anson card. Was this one that you voted for?
It is. I voted for this. It's the second from the set, right? King Kelly's already
Yep.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that reason, I almost didn't vote for it, but this would have been this one gets in. I think it's to me, it's almost the I almost would have it before the King Kelly. Like I think it's the number one.
Yeah. And now Cap Anson did have another card on the ballot last year. It was his old judge. Not only did it not get in, it got bumped. It got bumped off.
Guys,
It was in the bottom 5.
Requirements not met.
The old judge just got booted right off. But yeah, this one, I agree. This is that whole set is just great. Great set.
This set's ridiculous. Yeah. So yeah, this one gets a vote for me.
Cool. Next up is a T206, 1990 T206 of Trish Speaker.
No, did not get in. The T206 set's got plenty of representation, and Speaker's not. I don't know. Is how many already in? Like probably four.
There's the Plank, there's a Ty Cobb, and of course the Honus Wagner. And for everyone listening or watching out there is a website. It's the www.thebaseballcardhof.com. Me and Chris were talking before we went on, and it has each year's class on there. But to make it a little bit easier for next year, rather than going in and out of each class for you guys, there's going to be just a list next to on the homepage that shows everything in chronological order. So it'd be much easier to instead of going in and out.
You had a list like that last year because it was. I remember I felt like it was important to like make sure each era is represented on.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just easier. It's just more aesthetic to the eyes too.
Yeah.
Speaking of T206, the Sherry Maggie error card.
So I actually did vote for this. Yeah, this one, which sort of goes against what I just said. But to me, this one is the most famous error card ever.
Yeah.
Maybe Billy Ripken, but this is the first big famous expensive error card, and to me it's the number 3 card in the set in terms of famousness. Maybe. Yeah, I would put it number 3 behind Wagner and Plank. So
easily, yeah, it's definitely at worst in that top 5 for those T206 cards. Like you say, you got Wagner, Plank, there's a Cobb, and this card, and I would put this ahead of like say Christy Mathewson and maybe even Cy Young. Definitely, it's a huge card.
I owned one of these once, and it was
really
it was missing about a sixth of it.
That's okay.
About the top 6th quadrant was missing at the core. So it graded a PSA authentic. So
yeah, for me, it could have been cut in half and taped back together. I would have still, I still would have taken that.
Yeah.
But speaking of T206, here's the Cy Young Glove Shows card. He does have 2, the portrait and this one. This was voted in by YouTubers last year. This is the second year on the ballot. Where was your vote on
Yeah,
this one?
no, this one's not in
Okay.
I would put the portrait in before this one.
Everyone's saying the same thing, but we'll see how this does on the ballot if it gets bumped off. I don't think it's going to get bumped off because it's Cy Young, but
Yeah,
we'll see. But yeah, for those watching next year, if they want to request the other Cy Young card, the portrait, definitely. And this is a big card, 1909 Ramley Walter Johnson card.
yeah, famous card, well, rare card, expensive card, but to me, not doesn't make it not well known enough
Yeah,
like when you had when you were a kid and you had like a binder and it would have like 52 manels and 52
right.
days and all that and like
This
Tito.
wasn't one of them.
This was not on there. It wasn't one of the. It had the DiMaggio and the Ted Williams, but not
Have
this.
you ever seen this card at a show? I've never seen this card.
You know what? I don't know if I have.
I mean, never seen this
Had
card.
to. I mean, I had to have seen one like in an auction,
Right.
but maybe not at a show. Good question.
Yeah. Now I'm going to be, my eyes are going to be peeled.
Yeah, I'll let you know at the next show I go to.
Exactly. Here's the 1912 Hassan triple folder T2 6 tie Cobb. Now Cobb has a couple of these different cards. This is the one with O'Leary. He has one with Hugh Jennings, and you know, people were mentioning that the one with Jennings, where he's sliding in the third, is a better card. So we'll see next year if this gets bumped off in the other Hassan triple folder. But either way, I mean, to me, it's Ty Cobb. So
Yeah,
did you vote for this one?
I love this set, but no, this set doesn't have a single like card that's really
Right.
famous. The set's amazing, but I would actually, if I was picking a card from the set, it would be the Tinker's Ever's Chance because they're all on one card,
Okay, right.
which is pretty cool.
Does the oversize bother you? It doesn't bother me. Some people were mentioning, oh, it's
Yeah, as a
the big.
collector, I can't stand oversized.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit in my box, man.
and it's big.
Yeah,
It's a little awkward looking.
yeah.
1914 Cracker Jack Rover Cleveland Alexander. This is the first year this card's on the ballot. Was this a yes or a no for you?
No, and yeah, it wouldn't be. There's other Cracker Jacks that would go ahead of it.
I know the Shoeless Joe's in already,
Yeah.
and I think also a Ty Cobb is in on that set as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on, the 1922 American Caramel Babe Ruth. This is the first year this card's on the ballot. Was this for one for you?
No, Babe Ruth represented it enough already, and he's got. This wouldn't be one of his 5 most famous cards, I don't think.
Right. A lot of people were saying the Gowdy or the Sporting News rookie card is the ones that people gravitate to.
Yeah.
For sure. Some consider this one his rookie card, the 1925 exhibit, Lou Gehrig.
I did vote for this, although I should have checked. How many Gehrig's cards does he have?
I think he has 2. I think he has. Good
Is that
question.
33 and the 34 Gowdy?
Yes.
Yeah, I voted for it. This one. It's a little obscure, but it's very expensive, and it is his first card.
Right. Let me check real quick here. The first year there's no Gehrigs. I think last year there was, or 2 years ago, I had a Gehrig put in.
The 34.
The DeLong, 33
Oh, the
DeLong
DeLong.
got in.
Ooh.
You can change your mind.
I'm debating. Who would we replace it with?
Let me see. And the 34 Gowdy is in there, so there's
34.
2.
I think the 34 Gowdy is the best.
And let's see, I'm 2 more classes here, 20 and 19. Nothing in 20, and in 19, I don't think so neither. Oh, 33. He's got 3 cards.
Man.
33, 34, and DeLong.
Yeah, he can't have 4 cards out of 80. Too much.
Now you're scrambling. Now you got to fix something else.
All right, I'm removing him. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah,
we're removing the Gehrig.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come up with my 10th as we go.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
34 Gowdy Hank Greenberg rookie card.
Yeah, I voted for this last year, and I thought I got in, but yeah, this is a yes.
Real close. It finished 13th last year,
okay.
So it was just outside the top 10. But I love this card.
Same.
I love this set.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I think 34 Gowdy is one of the nicest.
Yep. Okay, so that's your third.
That's a yes.
Okay. 34 Diamond Stars, Jimmy Fox. This is the first year for this card.
This is a great one, but I didn't vote for it. I didn't vote for it. and it will not get my 10th. No, I'm going to save my 10th for a little more modern.
Sure.
This is a great card, but no. Feller, same thing. No. I assume DiMaggio's in here already from this set.
No. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm sorry. I just looked through it the other day,
Yeah.
and I think he got in, I want to say maybe last year was not last year, maybe
He should have been
23.
fairly early, no?
Let's see, 20, 21. I could have sworn I saw DiMaggio, Big Head, Gowdy, Big Heads in there. Where maybe it's the first year?
He could be first. He could be a what would you call it? First year ballot.
Yeah. Second year. Am I dreaming this?
No, he's got to be in there.
It's interesting. 20.
Oh no, he's 2023.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, he's in the thumbnail.
Yeah, he's in the thumbnail.
There he is. Okay, so yeah, there's one Gowdy heads up from class of 23.
And this is I guess this is the second most famous heads up card.
It's the DiMaggio. This and Fox is also. And yeah, and
Yeah,
there's two
Feller,
versions of this: the script and without the script.
right.
I like this with the script.
Yeah, but the Feller and the DiMaggio first year cards more so
Right.
than Fox is not. Yeah, so no, it doesn't get a vote, but I think it was close, a borderline.
Okay. First year card, 41 play ball Pee Wee Reese rookie.
Nice card. One of the few rookies from this set, but no, it doesn't make the cut for me. Not too far off.
Gotcha. 41 play ball Joe DiMaggio.
Beautiful card. He probably already has a 38 and 39, so I didn't vote for it.
Yeah, he has a Gowdy in there first class, I want to say.
39.
There's maybe 20. No, that's Ted Williams, 39. Let's check 19.
They have Joe in parentheses. What's Joe short for? Joseph?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't find him. I'll find him. But yeah, so far I only see the galley heads up. Did you say this was a yes for you?
No, it's a no.
Okay.
But a reasonable contender.
Close.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll use my 10th on Campanella here. A Campanella no. I'm gonna keep him as a no.
Okay, we can always
let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah,
we can always go back too. Like if we go forward and you say, you know what, let's go back to Campy, you can do that. But you want to
give Campy, yeah, let's give Campy
okay.
the nod.
That's 4. All right, coming up then is very tough. This is the second year of this card. The 50 Tola Terrace, another card I've never seen at a show. Josh Gibson.
The first time I ever heard of this card was 1 year ago when I was on your show.
Everybody's telling me the same thing. So, I brought life to this card, I guess. I don't know, but this card now, all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Yeah, I heard about this card on the Baseball Card Hall of Fame." It's
yeah,
I've never seen.
No, I mean that's like a fantasy card, so it's a little too obscure in the like. I've never seen one. I didn't know anything about it until a year ago, so no for me.
Gotcha. New card, 51 Bowman Monty Irvin rookie.
This is a no. This wasn't close. No.
Gotcha. Same year, Whitey Ford rookie.
A little closer, but also a no. I think 51 Bowman's probably represented pretty well already.
Yep. 52 Tops Andy Pafko. This is kind of a card that has a story to it, but
yeah, this is a yes for me because of the story. 52 Tops has probably got a bunch in there, but Andy Pafko, this is going to be his first appearance, I'm sure.
Yeah, and only.
Unless he has like a 93 finest refractor or something, like a PMG.
Okay, new card on the ballot, the 57 Tops Ted Kluszewski.
Yeah, I like this one on the ballot. It doesn't make my cut, but I like that it's there.
I do like this card. This card is very popular. But yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Same set, a rookie card, new time on the ballot as the 57 Tops Don Drysdale rookie.
Yeah, this will eventually get in, but not this year for me.
Not this year. 58 tops Roger Maris rookie card. This card's been on the ballot a few years now.
Yeah, same thing. It'll eventually get in, but it's just not its time.
Just like Roger.
Roger, oh, poor Roger.
Poor Roger.
One day, Roger.
One day, Roger.
Get into one of the Hall of Fame.
1960 tops Willie McCovey rookie card.
Same story here. This should get in eventually, not top 80.
Right. 65 top Steve Carlton rookie card.
This was the same thing.
Okay.
We'll get in. Man, that's like 4 in a row. 4 key rookies in a row. This was the other one I could have used my 10th on. Do I want this or the Campy? I think I'll stick with Campy, but this would probably be my number 11 this year.
Okay. 68 tops Roberto Clemente 3D.
This card doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I know it's recently become very popular and very expensive, but I never knew anything of it growing up. I don't remember seeing anything about it until very recently. So
right,
it doesn't have the story to me.
Rare card.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tom Seaver, 68 tops Tom Seaver, rookie trophy cup at second-year card.
Yeah, we don't got room for second-year cards.
Yeah.
I guess there are some in there, like a 52 Mantle.
Yeah, and the 71 Munson is in there.
71 Munson, yeah.
68 tops Johnny Bench rookie card.
Yeah, this is right on the cusp. It's just missed. At some point I got to put in Bench, but it missed the cut.
It's funny here. Speaking of second year, his 69's in.
Oh, is that true? 69,
yeah,
69 sort of nicer looking card.
Yep. Yeah, so there's 3 right there that are second year.
Yeah.
Shocking card put on the ballot this year. 71 tops Dick Allen.
That is a little out of left field.
Yeah.
Is the Baker Baylor?
No.
Never been on the ballot?
No.
Yeah, I'd have that one over this one.
Yeah. Future Hall of Famer as a manager, definitely.
Yeah.
1980 Charlotte O's Cal Ripken minor league card.
I have to vote for my boy. It's the most famous minor league card of all time. It's my dream card, so yeah, this one gets my vote.
There's the blue one and the orange one. This card's been in the news a lot in the past several months for sales for, graded cards for this version. I mean, it's going for a lot of money. I've been seeing it on the internet. It's been like breaking some records now. So, interesting.
Yeah, it's rarer than the Wagner in terms of pop count.
Wow.
Yeah.
83, not the tops, but the O-Pee-Chee Tony Gwynn rookie card.
Yeah, cool. I mean, not room this year, but it should get in eventually. Yeah.
Yep. 84 Fleer update Roger Clemens rookie.
Same thing. Is 84 Puckett in?
No. This is where it started with the XRCs. I remember seeing in Beckett magazines, and I was like, what is XRC? And then, find out it's extended rookie card. This is where really it got its start, was around this year.
Yeah.
84 Fleer updates.
You're right. This is a very important set. This does not make the cut, but it should eventually.
Yeah.
And the Puckett too.
Yeah. 86 tops traded Tiffany Barry Bonds rookie.
Yeah, this makes it for me. The best card of the best player I ever saw play. I know there's an asterisk there, but yeah.
Best player I ever saw in my lifetime for sure.
Yeah.
Couldn't get him out.
No.
87 Donners Greg Maddux rookie.
I mean, important card, but it's $1. It's $2.
Yeah, and raw. You're right. You can find this in a dollar box.
We put a $2 card in the Hall of Fame. I guess we can.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make it here, but yeah.
Gotcha. 1990 Lee Frank Thomas card. I remember when this card came out. This was a
yeah. Oh, tell me what you remember.
It was a big chase card that year. That first Leaf set was such a great set.
Yeah, and it was like rare and this did not make the cut, although this would have been right on the cusp too, because this was a very important card for it was the 89 Upper Deck Griffey for a while.
Yeah.
Same sort of importance.
True. All right. 1990 Upper Deck Reggie Jackson auto first chase card.
Yeah, this gets my vote.
Me too.
And strong vote. I feel like this should have been in earlier. The first ever autograph card, first ever serial numbered card. One of the first real chase cards in sports card history.
Yeah, this
In
this
fact, I
has a
mean,
very big story.
it may have been the first chase insert ever.
I think it is.
Yeah,
I think it's definitely the first autograph inserted into packs card.
yeah,
So it's a big card.
yeah. So that gets, yeah, that's a yes.
This card has been hanging around and doing very well every year on the ballot.
Never makes it.
But he gets close. He gets
Yeah.
close. He was in the top 15 last year at the 91 Upper Deck Michael Jordan.
Yeah, no, it gets my vote.
Yeah, it's getting a ton of votes.
It's an important card. And I want to get some more. I want to get some more 90s in there.
And that I got 9 for you so far.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. 91 Topps Desert Shield, Chipper Jones.
Yeah, this is my 10th. It's more about the Desert Shield than Chipper Jones. I mean, Chipper Jones was,
of course,
a great player, obviously, and a Hall of Famer, but the Desert Shield set, one of the first important parallel sets.
Yeah.
And this was the card in the set, so
makes sense to me. And there's 2 cards left after that, which is the 92 Bowman Mariano Rivera.
Yeah.
And after that, the last card, a card that I really like is the 2001 Topps Chrome Traded Ichiro Pujols rookie card. Pretty cool. Multiple
cool.
player. Yeah. 2 definite Hall of Famers on a rookie card. There's not too many. I mean, you have Molitor and Trammell, and I think that's the only multiplayer rookie with 2 Hall of Famer rookies on there.
In baseball, yeah.
This will definitely be the second. So very cool. But all right, so let's go back through your 10.
Okay.
So this was one of them, the Chipper Jones 1991 Topps Desert Shield.
Yeah.
And the 1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan, cool card.
Yep.
1990 Upper Deck Reggie Jackson autograph card.
Yeah, that might be my number 1 on this.
I love this card. It's in my 300 set too of Mike Payne too. So
yeah.
The 86 Topps Traded Tiffany Barry Bonds card.
Yeah.
Do you own this card, the Tiffany?
I know I have a set though. It's wrapped, but I don't know. Yeah.
No on the Clemens and the Gwynn, but yes on the 1980 Charlotte O's Cal Ripken orange minor league card. Very, very cool card. And then we're going to go a while. No on the Allen or the bench. Seaver second year, Clemente 3D, Seaver rookie, Carlton, McCovey, Maris, Drysdale, Klazuski.
Skipped over the 60s.
Yeah. And,
the 60s had a lot of good candidates.
Yep. And then we have this one here for you, the 52 Topps Andy Pafko. The story on this one, if people are wondering, it's card number 1 in the iconic 52 Topps set.
Yeah. And it's been highlighted in movies.
Yep. And there was an old TV show with Bruce Willis called, I think it was Moonlighting, back in, I'm showing my age. He carried around the 52 Topps Pafko in his pocket.
No, it's a movie.
It's a movie. I'm sorry.
Cop Out. It's called Cop Out.
Okay.
Him and Tracy Morgan.
But it's Bruce Willis, right?
It's Bruce Willis. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the whole movie, the plot is all about this card.
Nice. Okay. There you go. And after that was not the Ford, not the Irvin or the Gibson, but the Campy rookie.
Yeah.
And then we go further back past DiMaggio, Reese, Feller, Fox, Greenberg.
Yeah. That's probably in 1 or 2.
And then we go back a little further, some more. No on the Garrick, Ruth, Alexander, Cobb. Yes on the Sherry Maggie error.
Yep.
No on Speaker, and yes on Cap Anson.
Yeah.
So good choices, Chris. I will say I like all these picks. The Reggie Jackson auto card is very cool to me. I mean, that's, I'm 99% sure that is the first chase card ever. It was inserted in the packs in 1990, autograph card too. I mean, I remember trying to pull tons and tons of packs to try and get that.
So wait, you don't vote, right? Or do you?
No.
Yeah.
I don't vote.
Do you share what your votes would be, or do you prefer not to because you don't want to?
I prefer not to. I don't want to have any influence on it whatsoever. you know,
I'm sure Steve Carlton would be one though.
maybe. I ain't saying
Schmidt,
nothing. When
Schmidt's in already. Schmidt's already
Schmidt's
in.
in already, and I did push for him. I have to
Okay,
say,
that's
I
fair.
did push for Schmidt, and it took him 7 years to
Okay,
get in. He finally got in last year, but that was cool.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, there's some there's a lot of great name players on here, but for some reason like the Carlton rookie, he's a great player, and the same with McCovey. I just don't so far the hobby love isn't really, and like you said, maybe in due time, another year, 2, 3 years down the road, maybe those cards will get into the Hall of Fame and get a little bit more recognition. But but like I try and tell everybody, it's not just about the player, it's about the card, it's about the
yeah.
rarity of the card, the value of the card, the popularity of the cards. I mean, a lot plays into factor when voting for this. So, um, yeah, it's definitely interesting for sure to try and it's hard too because everyone that goes through the ballot, they'll have their first 10 cards picked before they even get to the 50s. And then they're paging down. They're like, oh my God, we're still got like 4 more decades to go. And I already picked my 10.
Yeah,
So I try and tell everybody, look through everything first, go up and down, and then pick because you're going to pick your 10, then you're going to come across something in the 70s or 80s. You're like, oh man,
well, that's got to be in there.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. The is the 60s is well represented or not? Right, we
I
got
can't wait
Rose.
till I create the list on the website.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Okay, because I was looking,
let's
I skipped over some nice '60s stuff. But yeah,
let's see. I'm in the third year, 2020.
sure. Like Ryan is in there. Rose,
Pete Rose, rookie. I see so far. Nolan Ryan, rookie.
bench, second year. You said.
Reggie Jackson, rookie.
Okay. Yeah.
Bench second year, so that's 4.
Yeah.
Um,
Yastrzemski probably.
Yastrzemski, that's 5.
Yeah. Okay.
We go to 23, and I think that there's nothing last year. Maybe no. So there's 5 cards from the 60s.
Okay. I might give the '60s a little more love next year.
But hey, like I said, it's not even rookie cards. I was surprised. I thought maybe there's only like 2 second-year cards. I mean, there's Munson. There's of course the 52 Mantle, but I
the
forgot who
bench.
the other
The
the
bench.
other
The bench.
the bench, the 69 bench. So you know,
Yeah.
who,
Although Munson and Mantle are sort of like extreme, examples of important second year cards.
right.
Here, by the way, I'm clicking submit right now. There.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your vote, Chris. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, this is super fun. I look forward to this every year.
Yeah, it's 8 years now already, and 71 cards are in. So after this year, with another 10, it'll be 81. If they're wondering why there's one extra in there, I think year number 3 or 4, there was a two-way tie with number 10.
For 10th place.
Um,
Yeah.
but I am contemplating. I'm telling everybody who I've had on that I might lower the amount getting in next year to 5, or just do it by eras. Next year, maybe do pre-war era, and then the year after
Oh,
do post-war era, and that'll really. It's tough to try and compare. Like you got a card from the 70s, and you see a card from the 1920s or 30s. Um, Same thing with voting for the regular Baseball Hall of Fame. They used to do 4 eras, which I liked it separated. I didn't like 4 eras. I think 3 would have been perfect, but right now they do 2 eras. So
they
you're
do two.
voting for
Yeah.
guys like Dave Parker against guys like, Bill Dolan, who's in the T206 set. It's like really not a fair comparison, completely different errors.
Yeah.
So I might do by era next year. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
So
what would be the what would be the cutoffs? 45 and 80?
it depends on how many I would split it up to. Like if I did 3 errors, which I think
Yeah.
3 is pretty cool, it would be like say from the 1800s to I don't know, maybe like
30s.
30, yeah. And then the golden age, which be like from the 30s to like 69. And
Okay.
then a modern era, like 70 to current,
Yeah.
something like that. This way, kind of, it doesn't, I don't want it to get watered down where there's like, you know, by year number 10 or 11, there's over 100 cards in there. And then, anything and everything. Although it's kind of tough with baseball because there's a lot of cards in baseball compared to football or basketball. But still, like, I think maybe lowering it to a lesser amount than 10 might be the trick. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I thought that it's probably about time for that when you had mentioned it. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Although as I went through this list, I was like, yeah, all these belong in. So
People might not be happy with me next year. They're gonna be like, "Man, what happened to the 10?"
yeah,
You know, and
exactly.
it's just, well, hey, now it's just getting tougher, and,
Yeah.
and that's why maybe instead of lowering it from 10 to 5, just separating errors, but I'd still would lower it even if I separated the errors,
Yeah, I
it
mean,
probably would just be fine.
I like the air idea too. That does make sense. It also it makes sure you don't just like load it up with pre-war stuff, and yeah,
Right.
you
You know?
distribute it a little more evenly.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, if you have any last thoughts, Chris, or
No,
anything.
no, no. Again, I look forward to this every year, so that was fun as always.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. So, once again, everyone, if you're out there watching, the voting ends next Monday night, May 12th, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go to the website at www.thebaseballcardhof. So it's not Hall of Fame, it's just HOF. Thebaseballcardhof.com. On the top of the page, you can click on there and it'll take you right to the ballot and vote. And that's it. So, have fun with it. It's a fun project every year. So it's something that I look forward to every year. So other than that, Chris, I appreciate you coming on, and everyone else, have fun with it and see you next year. Take care.